Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. A new target has emerged on the recruiting board for the Volunteers. Four-star IMG Academy defensive tackle Will Norman kind of comes out of nowhere. Are the Vols creating a pipeline to IMG Academy? Of course, we saw the Ohio State podcast, YouTube show, whatever you want to call it, last week kind of get into some drama by calling out IMG Academy. I disagree with their assessment, but what do I know? For the fans, by the fans, right? I'm just one guy with an opinion. But Tennessee is creating some buzz around IMG Academy. Of course, Carnell Tate, we're still waiting on his decision. Francis Mauigoa, Tennessee right there in the mix. The leader for the five-star offensive tackle, Samuel Mpemba, coming kind of out of nowhere, all of a sudden starting to show some interest in Tennessee. Of course, you've got Devin Hyatt as well at IMG Academy. So much talent down there, so many five-stars, so many big-time prospects. Are the Volunteers creating a pipeline to IMG Academy? And again, what does that mean? I saw some people over at VolQuest kind of speculating on it. Why is it happening that all these IMG Academy guys are starting to show interest in Tennessee? One person had the comment, guys, it's very clear Carnell Tate is committing to Tennessee and is now recruiting his teammates at IMG Academy to Knoxville. That's why Will Norman is showing interest. We'll take a look at it, get into it. As always, do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it is free, it is easy, it is a way that you can help this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts, we are not insiders, like I said earlier, for the fans, by the fans. We are fans just like you. If you enjoy what we do here, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's take a look at this article from rivals.com. It says here, IMG four-star defensive lineman Will Norman shakes up top schools and covers official visits. This is written by Ryan Wright over at rivals.com. Says a top 5 released on May the 3rd for IMG Academy defensive tackle Will Norman is being restructured. And again, look, right there out of the gate, talking about his top 5 being restructured. And when we talk about recruiting and people come in and say, well, what happened here? What happened there? It is fluid. That is the perfect word to describe recruiting. It is constantly changing. The highs and the lows. Kids come off of a visit. They change their mind. These kids talk to each other. Again, is Carnell Tate a Vol? Is Carnell Tate going to pull the trigger and commit to Tennessee? I don't know, but if he does, if he is going to, is that playing a factor here with Will Norman? What about Francis Mauigoa? How much of a factor does that have? These guys all play together at IMG Academy. They all speak to each other. They have relationships. How much of an impact is that? But the bottom line is this kid put out a top 5. Now he's changing it. You can see here it says the list then for the Florida four-star included Texas A&M, Florida, LSU, Penn State, and Michigan, but one program has seemingly dropped off and 2 new teams are now in the picture. Fresh off his weekend visit with the Gators, Norman shared how it went. Said it was great. Always like to say eye-opening. Florida was eye-opening. I saw the new facilities they are working on and the work being put into it. Everything is coming on. Florida has a young staff that is growing together. It was eye-opening. Says here the Gators have helped on the roster when it comes to Norman's recruitment. While on campus, he got to catch up with old teammates and get the inside scoop. Said he did a campus tour, spent time with his former teammates. It was bonding time. Najee Harris was there. He's already committed. I got to talk to my old teammates, Kamari Wilson. We were enjoying everything and seeing what it's like to be a student in Gainesville. Now, the Florida deal, you go to the On3 recruiting prediction machine. Florida's way out in front, and that's why, at the top of the video, Will Norman all of a sudden kind of coming out of nowhere and showing some interest in Tennessee, which we're going to get into in just a second. Right now, he shows as a heavy lean towards Florida. Now, should that be a concern? Maybe it should be a concern. But at the same time, we saw this same type of deal with Carnell Tate. Tennessee was nowhere on Carnell Tate's radar. Yes, the people that really follow recruiting, you know who Carnell Tate was. You're familiar with him being one of the top wide receivers in the country. But let's just rewind. Let's go back. Did you really think that Tennessee would be in the mix for Carnell Tate? What about Francis Mauigoa? I mean, it just seems like just a few weeks ago, we said that Tennessee targets five-star offensive tackle Francis Mauigoa. Now they lead for five-star offensive tackle Francis Mauigoa. Can the same thing happen here with Will Norman? Again, big-time defensive tackle, 6'4", 276. He's out of New Jersey, transfers down to IMG Academy. Big-time prospect. Article goes on to say Penn State is next on the schedule. He'll visit there June 24th through the 26th. Easy for me to say. Says with Norman, nothing beats home. Says I love the hometown look at Penn State. Love the in-state love. Love being where my family and friends can see me at every game. Being closer to my mom. 2 official visits are accounted for. So what's the plan for the other 3? Here's the quote from Norman. Says I'm trying to figure out the dates. July 12th, we go back to school. I want to save them for the season or take 2-3 now. Once fall camp begins, I want to be locked in, getting ready for the season. Now, here's where Tennessee enters the fray. Again, not in his top 5 originally, but now he was asked which schools might be contenders for his 3 available officials, and he said LSU, Tennessee, Florida State, and Texas A&M. So Tennessee now in the mix for this elite 4-star defensive lineman. Says an announcement date has not been set. He was leaning towards one, but now wants to take his time. And again, some of these kids, you know, they're different in the way that they kind of approach this thing. Because some guys, you know, you want to get it done. You want to take that visit. You want to make that commitment prior to your actual season taking place. Other guys want to visit campus. They want to come in. They want to see that game atmosphere. So how long will it take to get Will Norman? Will Tennessee be able to pull a visit? I think that is going to be part of this. Can they get him on campus? Can they get that visit? Game day atmosphere. But again, Will Norman, big-time prospect. On3.com, consensus has him as a 4-star defensive lineman. He's ranked as the 16th defensive lineman in the country, 26th ranked player out of the state of Florida. And as we've kind of followed this thing, you know, it seems like Rodney Garner is doing a good job or really targeting edge rushers. Being able to add a big physical defensive lineman to the mix in the class of 23 would absolutely be huge, and Will Norman kind of fits that. He's got the size, 6'4", 276. I've seen some places as high as 290 for his weight. And he's a guy that, you know, reading a quote from him, kind of talking about his game, what he brings to the table. He says he's big, he's physical, he's got that size, but he doesn't want to be like a true nose tackle. He says he has that athleticism. He has that ability to get that lean and get pressure on the quarterback. And again, we've talked about the importance of this Tennessee football team to be able to add that. That's going to elevate your entire defense as we continue to have conversations, discussions about how can this defense get better? How can Tim Banks get the job done? Can Tim Banks get the job done? It starts with recruiting. But if you can get some of these big-time prospects on the defensive line, let Rodney Garner go to work. It's going to make your linebackers better. It's going to make your secondary better. And a guy like Will Norman is going to help you do that. You guys know what to do. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Because I've had some conversations, particularly on the Talkin Vols Facebook group, about momentum in recruiting. And some people are sick of hearing it. Some people are tired of hearing about momentum in recruiting. They want to hear about guys in the boat. They don't want to hear about visits. They don't want to hear about interest. They don't want to hear about top 5 lists. So what do you guys think? I personally feel like Tennessee has momentum in recruiting because you're getting guys like Will Norman to show interest. You're getting guys like Francis Mauigoa, Carnell Tate, guys that previously would not have shown any interest in Tennessee. Now they are showing that interest. You're having an opportunity to get them in the boat. We got a long way to go. You know, one of the comments I made was somebody said that, well, none of them committed. Only Nico. Nico's the only one that's committed that I care about. Have they committed to other schools? How many prospects has Tennessee missed out on? Carnell Tate still out there. Francis Mauigoa still out there. Samuel Mpemba still out there. Will Norman still out there. These guys aren't committing to other schools. They just have not pulled the trigger and made a decision yet. But I think Tennessee has some serious momentum in the recruiting world. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols, any and all sport. You guys know the deal. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the support you do give this channel. Thank you to all the new members. If you want to join, hit that join button down below for as little as 99 cents a month. Some of you asking, how do I get these custom emojis? Join the channel. less than $1. You can get those emojis. If you want to give a little bit more, you also get access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys have a great day. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.